can kind of see why I like walking out here, right? Especially at the end of the day. We've got a treat at the end of the causeway today too, though, because I can see the outline of the moon. And it's obviously probably a good hour or so away from sundown right now. I'll see if I can zoom in on it when we get out there. So again, if you're new to the channel, the direction that I'm pointing it right now, I'll kind of stop for a second. Kind of zoom in. That's going to be towards the state of Michigan right there. Out that way. And on this side, we've got way off in the distance, I'll try to zoom in on it. Way off in the distance there is Egg Harbor. I love the way the sun is hitting the waves right now, don't you? The sun is almost down. Another day has slipped through our fingers, huh? Hope you've made the most of your weekend after Thanksgiving. Taking some time to get out and enjoy the weather before winter sets in, if you have winter where you are. If you don't, well, come to Wisconsin. We've got plenty of it to share. Yeah, you might be able to see the moon even from here. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Yeah, let's see, to the left of that pole, I think is where it is. Oh, there it is. Now I got it. Isn't that beautiful? Time we start heading back, the sun is going to be pretty much all the way down. Not quite. We'll probably catch just the very end of the rays of the sunset. Did any of you have a chance to go on the walk with me on Thanksgiving Day by my secret spot? It was kind of neat, wasn't it? Some of those old trees. Those old trees, and I think it was Emma that said they really have a story to tell, don't they? You can really start to feel the rays hitting me from behind. Let's turn around and take a look. Oh yeah. Isn't that amazing? It's about as close as I can get. I try to get any closer, the brightness of the sun will just totally wash out anything that we can see. So we have this beautiful sunset behind us as we're walking out to the end of the breakwater, and then if we turn the other way, we've got the beautiful moon up there as well. I don't know if it can get any better than this, do you? Do you have a special place like this that you will walk after a busy day? It's your little point of escape. Maybe you don't walk it, maybe you drive it. Or maybe you ride your bicycle. But it's your place. It's a secret place for you that you can call your own. Maybe you don't see another breathing soul while you're there. Maybe you see people like I did on my Thanksgiving Day walk, where all of a sudden you'll encounter some people that are out there fishing, and they've got a whole bucket full of perch. I don't know if you saw that or not, but they're such a beautiful fish. Such a beautiful fish. Favorite little tree out here. This tree has a story to tell too. I wonder how long it's been out here. You can see it doesn't have really much in the way of leaves left on it. I think it has one little leaf that's hanging on for all it's worth, right there at the bottom. See if I can zoom in on it. Maybe that's not even a leaf. What does it look like to you? This is a real pretty spot to come in the morning too, when the sun is first coming up and it's kind of shining through the leaves of that tree. No matter which way you walk on this causeway, there's always something to see, always something to enjoy, always something to be amazed by. Now we're at the end of the causeway. See if we can focus in on the moon again, if I can get it in the shot. Kind of leaning against something to steady myself a little bit. If you see a little shimmy in the camera, that's me shivering. I've got a jacket on, but the temperature at nighttime starts to drop very rapidly. And with us being about a half a mile offshore right now, you can imagine with that wind, we'll kind of draw away from the moon and you can get a full shot of the bay. Yeah, let's continue our walk. I know there's a warm car waiting back there for me. Almost moving on a sight. Yeah, by the time we get back down to the car, the sun is going to be almost all the way down, but then we'll see a beautiful orange sky, won't we? And I think I mentioned it's getting colder out as the sun drops. It's probably right around, probably about 40, 41 degrees right now. So if you're out in Arizona or New Mexico or California or Florida or some other warm spot and you're going, we love walking with you, Scott. We love when you share these beautiful places with us. But surely there's got to be beautiful places where the temperature is warmer than 41 degrees. Yeah, there is. I just don't live there. Well, maybe I'll travel there someday. Maybe all of a sudden the camera will open up and we'll be in Australia or New Zealand. Or maybe we'll be in Norway, visiting my my dear friend Hans and meeting his family and touring his beautiful farm. Maybe we'll do that. Wherever I go, I like to take you with. I think you know that. I sure love to take you with. And I'm sure if you travel to beautiful places like this, which I'm sure you do, that you would probably love to take us with too, wouldn't you? We got a special connection. Look at that. The sun is just, you just barely see it right there. But even though we lose the sun after a certain point, look at what we gain. Fire in the sky. Do a complete turn around here so you can get an idea. That again is towards Michigan. That's where we just walked from, right over there. That's towards Egg Harbor. And this is probably the most important direction, because that's towards my car, which means heat. Yeah, if you've ever been in a cold climate and you know that there's a place you're heading towards that's going to provide, you know, heat and warmth and maybe some warm drink, coffee or tea or hot cocoa. Oh, you're looking out on the horizon, you're going, oh yeah, let's get over there. Let's head over that way. But I'm going to persevere just a little bit longer so we can just catch a little bit more of the last little peak of sunshine illuminating those beautiful trees down at the end of the road. It goes so fast, doesn't it? Every single day it just goes so fast. Just a few more hours, that's all we want, right? Just a few more hours, but then that fades, and then all of a sudden, again, what do we get in exchange? Something equally amazing. And a place that people have actually been. And I shouldn't complain about 41 or probably getting into the 30s by now, because it's a lot colder up there, isn't it? All right, well, let's head back. I know I didn't bring gloves, but it looks like somebody lost a glove. And if they walk this road, they're probably wishing they had that glove right about now. When you guys were kids and you would go out into the cold air, maybe ice fishing or maybe just walking and playing in the snow, would you wear gloves or mittens? Do you remember the big distinction between the two? The big distinction between gloves and mittens. I wore kind of a combination of both, kind of where my fingers were separated with the gloves and then all together with the mittens, and made a little bit of a difference, I think. Here's somebody coming in after fishing. We're going to cross our path in just a little bit here. They're probably excited to get in. They have a warm car to go to also, somewhere. You hear that sound? That's that boat that we just saw a little bit ago. He's racing towards the harbor. Because as cool as it is walking on this causeway right now, when you get out on that water, you can only imagine how cold it is. So he's probably been out there most of the day and he's going, okay, hot coffee, warm car. Yeah, I'll sign up for that. We're gonna have a little plane going by. That's kind of neat. You don't see a lot of planes out here. I'm probably not even close to it, am I? Yeah. End of another day. And now all of a sudden that moon is really standing out and telling us to take notice. It's my turn now. The sun has been out there getting admired all day, and now it's my turn to be admired. Yeah. It is something to be admired, isn't it? Do you enjoy going outside at night and watching the stars and looking at the moon and oh boy, amazing. All of creation, amazing, isn't it? No wonder Bob Ross took so much time to paint it and also to teach others how to fall in love with painting all the wonders of creation too. Almost back to the car. Kind of like walking in the mountains and seeing the light of your cabin off in the distance and the wisps of smoke coming up, knowing that that fireplace is on and that you're going to have a source of heat when you get back. Well, my source of heat is this car that's coming up in the scene on the left-hand side right now. That's my cabin. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. Well, thanks for walking with me again. I know we've been on this path before, but I like it when you can come along. I like it when you can come along and enjoy that time out here, Kanto, Wisconsin. And the sun has had its opportunity. That's what's left of the sun right now. Just faintly reminding us that it's had its moment to shine all day. Shimmer over the beautiful water. Give us warmth. And now the evening sets in and the sun is going to take a break. Take a break and we'll head towards that opening in the harbor right there and get our last glimpse of the moon as I get ready to jump back into this warm car, semi-warm car. It's been sitting here, so it's probably a lot colder than it was. But there you have it. A little glimpse of my special place. And again, I'm sure you've got something similar to this where you're at. A place where you can come out and just relax, unwind, enjoy. All right, well, God bless, and stay tuned for other opportunities where we'll be able to step out together and unwind from a busy day and enjoy each other's company.